For me, I would like you to probably take us through, like, what was that big thing that you did to get to Stanford?
I think I think each school in the United States has its own personality. And if you look at Stanford, it's one of the schools that produces the biggest entrepreneurs in the world, big startup owners, big company owners. So there's that spirit of entrepreneurship. And the spirit of entrepreneurship, the word is big. Entrepreneurship is doers. Doers who do action. Action and doing and starting things. It also has a spirit, an angle of impact, and so but also the weather is good. So anyway, so when you look at that, I knew that. I don't know if I knew that, but I was that person.
Oh, nice.
And with Interact, we got to do a lot. We used to go to help the sick. We used to do dining hall cleaning. We used to plant trees. There was a lot of initiative done to make the club grow. During my time, it was one of the best clubs, actually. Not even, it was the best club, actually. And during my reign, it got to grow exponentially, and we got to do a lot of pioneer projects that had not been done before. We got to go to mji wa wazee. We got to draw some pictorials for sick people, clean the animals, plant trees. So there's that character of doing. So that was one thing that really greatly contributed to me going to Stanford. So I would say the entrepreneurship spirit, the doing spirit. It shows and you don't need to be a leader to do this. There are so many projects you can do and do, it shows the ability to push yourself and, kujituma, really. Something else that came upon was, they also look for a lot of resilience. So my story showed a lot of resilience. You'd see in my village, I was always like collecting money for orphans and taking that. This is not someone who just takes a seat back in the society and just, And then when it came academically, I was also taking I challenged myself academically. But there's also the aspect of who you are as a person. So in some of the essays, for example, they ask you, tell us a story about, like, maybe a difficult situation that you faced and you are at crossroads. And I remember telling them a story about KCSE, or it's KCP, where the whole country was trying to steal exams, and I'm there. It's just a matter of integrity, and how do you stand in the midst of noise, in the midst of pressure and performance? How do you still maintain your integrity, or maintain your character as a person? So there's those characteristics of each school. So I think that is what that's how the story came about.